How's it going, everybody? This is Rob Novakast back with another, actually, if anything, call it as it is, probably the last video I'm gonna do for High Score Girl, or at least reviewing the episodes. And all in all, it was interesting. So, to an extent, and I will be talking about the series as a whole again, or at least when it comes down to it. Just kind of giving a quick synopsis of what happened through the episode, and I'll talk about the full series. So, I guess if anything, to start off, the episode starts where the last one left off. Ono and Haruo are basically in their final grudge match, and to an extent, both are kind of letting out their best. But unfortunately, it's not enough, and Ono wins the match between her and Haruo, or Haruo and Ono. To an extent, at first, you have Haruo, who is quite distraught, especially now he has an understanding of his own feelings, which, to an extent, we see him kind of, not even wanting to get involved in gaming. Only because, he couldn't do the thing that he, set out to do. And unfortunately, it gets closer and closer to Ono leaving for America. Sure enough, Ono's sister shows up and gives Haruo the ring, or the plastic ring that he won Ono years before, and to an extent he kind of considers that as a goodbye, or at least Ono kind of trying to move on. And after a moment where he's walking around and actually kind of getting scolded by Hidaka, he comes to the realization, thanks to Hidaka, who, by the way, I feel so sorry for out this entire series. We find out from Hidaka that, to an extent, the ring itself wasn't something that was meant to be, as a way for Ono to, relieve herself or remove any emotion from Haruo, but rather sort of an invitation for Haruo to basically, express his feelings. And sure enough, that's what he sets out to do. He goes and attempts to try to stop, or at least meet Ono before her plane leaves. And near the last moment of the episode, we have Haruo basically just letting it out and expressing his feelings for Ono. And I gotta say, especially for this character has gone a long way. From somebody who only focused on, playing games, to a person who, still does that, but at the same time kind of recognizes his feelings and the feelings of others. More so the people that he cares about. So to a degree, it's a great thing to watch. Now, that's where the episode ends. And I gotta talk about the series because, again, it's been a long road. So, I think right off the bat, I'm going to get this one out of the way. As you guys know, I've talked about it kind of a couple times as I've talked about this. Actually, if anything, when I first started talking about this series, is the animation. The animation was really wonky to a certain degree. Like, it was trying to be a poor mix of 2D and 3D. I couldn't tell which half the time, but all in all, it was interesting. I will say it was interesting. Some characters are interesting, or if anything, wacky. The mom was probably the wackiest out of all of them. The usage of gaming was honestly pretty good. Especially like the moments of inner monologue with our characters, where characters that, or at least video game characters that they kind of relate to, or more so kind of, how should I put this? kind of focus their ideals or personality to kind of helped with their inner monologue. Like, for instance, two examples, obviously. Haruo being Guile and Ono being Zangief. Even though, again, that's a character that doesn't talk. And it was pretty cool, like, near the very end, where we saw the inner monologue stuff with her. It was pretty neat. The fact that, to a degree, I almost thought it would be like a shonen anime, but then I realized, it's a freaking, like, comedy romance anime with gaming, like fighting gaming inside, like, as kind of like one of the head points. And all in all, it works out. It's a weird, wacky experience, all in all. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And I gotta say, it's disappointing to see it end. Unless there's a third season that I don't know about. But either way, it's something that I actually really enjoyed. But unfortunately, it's over. So, with that, just final thoughts. Weird, wacky anime. Comedy, romance. It was interesting. And plus, it has a little bit of gaming littered into it. So, it was good. But that's my thoughts. What do you guys think? If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Have a good one, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.